Can you hear my controller?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Oh man.
What you playing over there?
Fortnite.
You gonna scream? You gonna get a deep conversation while you playing Fortnite?
I could.
What headset you using right now? What is that? What is that?
Oh, it's just a I'm ordering Astros, but it's just a Plantronics Rig 400 HS.
Okay, I was gonna get the Astros 810s. I was thinking about picking them up.
Yes.
What's good, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the Game Show live stream. I'm your host, Fred White. Alright, we're doing another chopping it up session. We got the real YDOC in the building. We got my main man Mark, and we finally got Quest with a webcam so you can see what he look like now. Alright, so dang fellas, I forgot to ask y'all what was. I guess what were we talking about? LeBron.
We can talk about it briefly, but
all right, so we're gonna talk about LeBron, and then what other topic are we talking about today, y'all?
I had a few of them I had sent through.
Obesity.
Yes. Child obesity.
Childhood
Obesity.
Yeah, unhealthiness with the children. See if they're trying to blame that on games as well.
Eating, lifestyle,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
do that.
All right. Let me just check the stream and make sure everything is going through, because I hate to start this drink and nobody can hear us. And it's just that's how it goes with computer technology. All right. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we are good. Cody, can you check the stream? Man,
John, you look intense, bro.
I am intense. I'm just looking, man. That's my look.
Yeah.
I'm an intense looker.
You got that sergeant look. Like I ain't do nothing, bro. That's what's up, man.
all right, so I think, oh man, my laptop is way over there.
I like the way you got that glove hanging over there behind you, man.
Yeah. You know what? We did an episode with Guess What's in the Trash Bag, and that was what was in the trash. Nobody could guess it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how the hell they would have, Fred.
Well, I assume you got batteries in it now because it was working the last time you used it.
Yeah.
I ain't put no batteries in it now. It's supposed to be able to light up and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't put no batteries in that joint yet.
Fred said, if you guess what's in there, you get $60 worth of prizes. That's it. Only person who's gonna get that was Superman, bro.
He makes it nearly impossible to guess what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to be clairvoyant.
If you would have put some hints out there, he was like, just guess what's in the bag. I'm like, a body? Like, what the hell you talking about? A baby body?
I had to make it hard for him. I could.
Bro, that was impossible.
That was impossible.
Yeah. Called impossible.
Everything good, Cody? Oh, geez.
Cody stepped away for a second.
Hold up. Let me get my laptop real quick so I can check this drink.
Oh, I'm looking at it. Stream look good. If you wonder. What's that? Cody talking to us.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, we
you
good.
guys are good.
We good.
All right, you was talking to us, Cody?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
quality wise,
I don't think so.
it's good.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, we good.
All right, so I guess we want to start this off with LeBron. So we're talking about LeBron James and obesity and kids. I'm getting the feedback from somebody.
All right. Yeah, we good.
All right, you was talking to us, Cody?
I don't think so. 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 I don't think so.
All right, so I guess we want to start this off with LeBron. So we're talking about LeBron James and obesity and kids. I'm getting feedback from
I'm
somebody.
getting some feedback.
No, I think that's you, Quest. You got the monitor turned down.
Hold on just for a minute. Let me fix this. I'm getting ready to fix it. Okay, that should be gone now.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Mark. What was you saying?
What was I saying? Oh, you was talking about LeBron James.
Right.
How do you want to approach this? It wasn't my topic. I could care less about LeBron. He didn't come to Houston, and then on top of that, he said the reason why he didn't come to Houston because he didn't like the city layout. I'm like, what? What that's supposed to mean? You don't like the loop, bro? Yeah, I wasn't feeling that, bro. The city a little aggravated with LeBron right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
I didn't even care about that.
Yeah, that's what he said. He told the reporter that he didn't like the way our city was laid out. You know, I mean, it's traffic, but it's traffic in LA. You know what I'm saying? So how do you like LA city layout? Unless he talking about mountains and all that.
The congestion.
Yeah, so he wasn't feeling layout. So damn LeBron. Moving on.
Yeah, for me, you know, I could care less, man. You know, I'm honestly not a real big sports fan. You know, I watch the Super Bowl for the commercials. That's about it. Or go to a Super Bowl party just for the food. I'm not interested in the game. I'm just interested in the food and the commercial. You know
Honestly, though, I love it.
I love it.
Bro.
I'm just getting to know you more and more with these live streams, bro. It's all great.
I haven't really watched it since the squad of chicken wings, potato salad, crackers with cheese, and macaroni salad, seafood salad. Oh, the liquor, the beer. You know what I'm saying? I go for that. You know, somebody tell me they're having a Super Bowl party. I'm like, all right, I might come over that joint. They were like, all right, we're gonna have some Crown Royal here, and then you. Like, damn, how you get here so fast? So that's
you know what, I was just looking at something. We got to get you a gaming chair somehow, buddy.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
We're gonna have to get you a chair.
That is my number 40th goal.
DX Racer, bro. There's a 35% coupon out right now. I think.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get one.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get one.
I was looking at it because I need one myself.
There's a pretty good deal on Amazon on a chair called the GT Racer. That's about $140.
No, that's not bad. I'll probably look at getting it in like December sometime.
Yeah. Look up that GT Racer on Amazon.
I'll get it in December.
They say it compares very favorably to the chair that Cody just talked about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My little cousin, it's crazy. Like you were saying, the younger generations, not necessarily like obesity and stuff in this case, but
so now we moved on to obesity now.
Yeah, don't nobody care about LeBron, bro.
No,
all his ass.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't know if you guys can see this, but
is that
I care about Bron.
I'm
actually from Ohio.
Cool.
Is that the Laker figurine already?
That's the one of. They've only made like 20 of those in the world. LeBron James second edition hardwood classic.
I ain't gonna let you stunt without me stunting. Hold on. I'm gonna put that in the camera, yeah, man.
I like that. That's art.
I'm gonna set that right there. You know what I'm saying? So we can.
I mean, that is one thing, Mark. You gotta say to have them on a team that would have been crazy.
Yeah, I know it would have been madness.
Harden,
we would have took them boys out, man. That was the whole goal. But like I say, he ain't like the layout.
Being from Ohio, I'm sad, but he's just a man. He doesn't affect my personal life. Like I'm with Mark. Like I didn't know about that. That's disrespectful. Like don't Texas. Like you. Even on his way out of Ohio, he was dissing people for no reason. It's like, dude, just leave. Like, okay, you're getting paid.
Yeah.
100. What?
Well, you know, the people in Cleveland hate him. That's bottom line.
They love hate. It's a love-hate relationship.
He can't come back.
It is such a love-hate. Like, I know some people that know him from like Akron. Like, he grew up a hard life, but like when you get it, like when you make it, you're not supposed to, you know what I mean? You still got to know where you came from.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, LA's got him now, so
yeah.
I think
I don't understand it, but they got him. I don't
think
know
it
why he did
fits
that.
with his type of lifestyle now. Like he's into the millions. He went where the money is. You got to look. Shaq went to LA. Kobe went to LA. Dwight Howard even at one time was in LA. A lot of the greats went to LA. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Irvin Magic Johnson, a lot of players went to LA. So I mean, LeBron will have his chance to do his thing, I guess.
I think he's going to finish his career out there. You're right, though. I think it was the fact that he built a home out there last year. Whenever
Yeah,
I think it was last year, the year before.
And I mean, he's honestly like, it's sad to lose him, but he played it smart. He freed up the space. Who do you get rid of? Jackson, and there was another player he got rid of on LA.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he pulled a whole LA team, and then now he's headed over.
Yeah, he pulled a whole team, like a hell of a chess move. That's what it was. He was playing chess while all these other NBA players are pretty much playing checkers.
LeBron is essentially setting himself up to own a team and everything else. He's thinking about wealth. He's not. I mean, the guy is a great player.
And health and wealth.
Yeah, I mean, the guy is trying to set himself up to probably be the youngest player to ever own a team. He's over there with Magic. You know, Magic gonna lace him with the Magic. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that he's doing what fit his brain, what fits his company, and that's aligning himself with the people that's making millions and billions. So I can't be mad at him. I wasn't really tripping about the whole city of the layout thing. I knew he wasn't coming here. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he was going to go to LA. I thought he was going to go to Philly. But for him to go to LA when really they don't have a lot of people over there, it just really solidified.
There's so much money in LA, though. I think that's honestly the money factor. Like, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of money in Texas. Like, I don't know. I have some family in.
But see, where the other names? Like I said, you know, I haven't watched. I'm about to see. That's how much of a sports fan that I'm really not.
Because we're talking about the Super Bowl.
I hope you watch baseball. You got a national. What is that? Washington basketball shirt on.
That is it's just a T-shirt. It's only a T-shirt.
I remember.
Well, let's talk about video games then, sir.
Oh, okay. Let me just end on this note. Like, I haven't watched it since the squad of like the Jordan squad. You know what I'm saying? Like Pippen, Paxton, Grant, Divas, Jordan. Since that like 90 squad, that's when basketball to me was fun because it was like everybody had the placement on the team. Everybody equally scored. You know what I'm saying? Now basketball, you only know maybe two people out of the whole team, and then it's just like everybody else is just there to help out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me sum that up for you, Fred. It's an isolation game now. You know what I'm saying? That's why you kind of pinpoint certain players, because they isolate players and they let them play this one-on-one basketball, which I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I grew up loving Jordan and the way the game was played. I played basketball too, so even though I'm short as hell, I still played. You know
What's up, Wild One?
It's not the same. It's not the same game, but
it's a lot of small ball offense. How fast you can run your offense, pretty much.
Pretty much, the big man's been taken out of the game, so it ain't the same, and it's unfortunate.
That position too. They used to make the game, make or break it.
Yeah.
All right. So obesity.
Yeah.
Obesity. And video gamers.
Man.
It's an epidemic. I think it's true. I think it's we're talking about young and old people. Um, I think it's just so comfortable now to get in front of a screen and play video games that kids have lost the sense of going outside and, you know, playing with bikes and other things like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the number one reason why Toys R Us kind of had this downfall, is because of, I think, parents and kids have lost that sense of getting out there and play. It's a whole entire generation that we're seeing right now. When we were younger, you, Quest, and I, talking about Quest, Mark, and myself, when you were young, you stayed outside playing games, being physical, being active. Right now, it's not so much, because if you look at play dates right now, you take your kid over to another person's house, and I see this with my little niece that's about 3 years old. She's on a tablet the whole time. You know, she's not interacting. You go out on road trips, they got headphones on, looking at a small, tiny screen. That's how it is now. Back in the day, you stayed in the station wagon, you stayed in the back of it, you was looking at the road, you went on those long trips, and you was just looking at the scenery. Now, I can drive from here to Florida, and I can have a 15-year-old kid in the back seat. They either sleep or they're on some type of social media network or something, man. So it's not the same anymore. A few
of the other guys.
Yeah.
So obesity is just, I think it is a problem with that. You just have to kind of split your time and, you know what I'm saying, just get active.
Yeah.
Video gaming is not a problem, but don't let it, you know, prioritize your health.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I got a little bit of that, but I was definitely understanding what you were saying as far as kids getting out, and it's not the same. Trust me, you know, my girls are getting in the truck and get on the headphones and be in their own world and just. But I was reading this article, livestrong.com. I think they were talking about obesity, and they were saying that again, it always goes back to what's being allowed in your home. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like you said, when we were kids, I played a lot of video games as a kid, but I don't remember not going outside. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
I was outside until it got dark, until like 10:30.
And then I would come in and play video games, or I would get up early, play video games, and I would go outside with my boys. We play football, flag football, tackle, basketball, whatever, and then we'll come in the crib, play some games. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that, you know, just being active, period, for kids is just a cultural thing. I think and even with the schools taking PE out, and now they're trying to incorporate PE back into the school system. Why did they take it out in the first place? I mean, who in the hell decided that keeping kids physically fit, was something that was not needed? I thought that was
because
weird.
I remember that. I know why they took them out. The stereotypes. Kids were judging, well, that kids don't already stereotype in school systems, but it was based on performance. And kids were like judging and stereotyping and stuff in PE.
Wow.
They took out everything, weightlifting, PE. Like my cousin was telling me about it. It took effect in Ohio as well.
Yeah, it was out here as well. I didn't get it, but now they're bringing it back. They just look like they're doing it in a different way. I remember when we were in PE. You're right. We used to compete. You know what I'm saying? We'll play basketball against each other. We'll play soccer.
Mine
flag
was
football.
the mile. At the end of the semester or whatever,
Yeah.
grading period, it would be the mile.
Yeah.
And who could have the best mile time?
Yeah, I remember field day for the OGs.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I used to love
like
freaking field day, man.
I think most of us really enjoyed field day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody come home with all their first place, second place, third, whatever. I mean, that's what's wrong with today, man. It's like all these participation awards and not giving kids the opportunity to feel good about winning. You're right, though. There can be some, like, I don't know, bullying, or
there's benefits, there's pros and cons too.
Yes, it is.
But there's so many ways to like address it as well.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I don't know, Fred. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would chop that up to the parents' fault of kids being obese.
Yeah,
Because they have electronics to babysit now. You know, a lot of parents coming up now are very young parents and they're very inexperienced parents. And you're talking about parents that's 19 and up. So they don't have the I guess they don't have the realization to saying, well, I need to get this kid, you know what I'm saying, out of here, get active, or they just say, you know, I don't want to be bothered right now because I want to go out to the club and I want to do this and that and the other, and they
They
rely
just throw a
on,
device in front of them.
and that's it. That
Well,
makes the kid happy, and that's what they're going to do.
modern life is very convenient, and we're seeing the convenience of modern life take its toll in many different ways.
yeah, yeah. That kind of goes back to what we were saying last time. I mean, it's so much kids have. They can get their hands in so many things now. Again, when we were young, there wasn't a lot to do. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? I
Well,
mean,
you know,
we had our stuff, but
it's just so convenient for anything. You know, I've discovered that I have a mole outside, and I've never really had a situation where I've had a mole in my yard. So I had to you know, I need to know how to get rid of it or kill it or whatever. All I had to do was go to YouTube and there you are. You know,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, anything. It's at the end of. I mean, it's just right there at your fingertips. If you have a phone, if you have a computer, you have a tablet, and most people do in this country now.
yeah.
Um,
Not only that, but it'll give you 4 different ways of how to kill, save,
yeah,
dispose of animal. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my,
I mean, it's modern life
the
is very
information.
convenient right now.
Yeah. So you're saying it's spilling over to just people not wanting to be active.
There
Is
you
that what?
go. That's what it basically boils down to.
But
Uh,
with that activity though, what they're not realizing is with that activity, with that PE, with that weightlifting class, with that swimming class, or comes social interaction.
Yeah.
And that's where they're missing out. That's where this generate like the younger generation is missing out on social interaction.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's
That's a whole nother
I
subject
don't
right there,
know.
brother.
And
Because that's a
look
big
at the
deal right
age.
there.
Look at the age that we grew up in, right? We grew up in the age where TV went off at a certain time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
TV actually went
Yeah,
off the air at like 12 o'clock or
I mean, not for me, but
what?
Yeah. For us, hey, bro. For us, after heat of the night, it was
I
over,
mean,
fam.
Yeah.
at like 9, after 9, like, yeah, nothing good was on, but and then
Yeah.
they start bringing out like all this the inappropriate stuff on after 9 and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like
I remember
romance.
when there were maybe 10 channels at tops, and that included
Right.
public television.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're
And,
going back now. Yeah.
I know
UHF and all that. Yeah.
UHF,
Uh,
VHF.
yeah.
Oh,
You had
those are frequencies, aren't they?
they are and
Yeah.
And the little
Hey,
dial.
we our
Ultra high.
time though,
Uh,
before we knew what a frequency was.
I think the
and,
dial that you
and
turned to you, and then you had all these other stations below
Yeah.
oh
the.
yeah, and you know the TV, the Star Spangled Banner would come on just
Mhm.
before just before the TV
Oh, you
signed
remember
off.
that? You remember that? Oh man.
After that, you knew it was a wrap, man.
Yeah, TV had it sold up, bro. They was where you went for everything. You know what I'm saying? Now your phone is everything. You don't even watch. My kids don't even. They barely watch TV, man. Everything is on the phone, Netflix, everything they need now. You can even get local channels on your phone if you got Sling or anything like that. No shameless plug for them because I don't really like their service, but you can get local television. So again, like John was saying, it's just so much technology has made it so easy. And that's not even talking about technology. Let's just talk about the world in general and companies in general, like taking your apples and cutting them for you and putting them in the bag. I'll never forget the first time my wife brought that home. I was like, we're not cutting apples now? She was like, well, they already processed. I'm like, babe, I like to actually cut my damn apples. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want everything done for me, but now they're packaging them up so nice. I got prepackaged
Or
apples.
shortening sentences. Now you have, what are these things? They're not emojis, but they're called something else where the sentence is just short, IDK or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
Everything is getting like
No,
downsized.
Fast.
Or the
everything's
iPhone,
possible.
the newest iPhone, they have this thing where you can record a voice message. My friend was doing it on his phone, and he can make it like a picture of like a 3D dog or a 3D cat, and it'll be
Yeah, I
him
saw that.
saying the voice, but it'll be that it's the
Yeah,
weirdest
somebody sent
thing
me
ever.
one of those the other day. Yeah,
And
that was great.
he was doing like Mac Dre, and it was like a cartoon of Mac Dre and my friend's voice, and I'm just like, dude, never do that again. That was the scariest thing ever.
Yeah, I think my boy sent me something like that. I ain't respond. I told him
Yeah.
to blow the hell up. But yeah, everything is fast now. Speed. They just everything, you know what I'm saying, instant gratification. Um, and it's I don't know where it's gonna be, man. You give it another, let's not even say a decade, you give it another 5 years. It's gonna be scary to imagine what's going on now. I mean, everything like again, I just bought me a new truck and I plugged my damn iPhone up and they don't even have navigation anymore. I remember when I bought my Dodge, you know, I had navigation and all that. He was like, nah, man, don't worry about it. Just plug your phone up. And then when I plugged my phone, the screen just reflected everything that was on my phone. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So technology has its place, but you know, when you really delve deep into it, you're like, damn, boy, this stuff is making us super mad lazy, you know?
I mean, self-driving cars.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be scary.
No.
Well, there's already been deaths behind that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There was this one woman, and they actually had the film.
Yeah, they had the
where
camera
she
rolling.
was sitting at the car, just reading something in her hand, and somebody walked out in front of the car, didn't recognize, and ran over the person and killed her.
Yeah, I seen that video.
Yeah, that's too much, man. That's what I'm saying. And you can see the small implementations of that. Because even in the new truck, like when I was driving, the salesman didn't tell me. I started kind of coasting a little bit, looking at something, trying to figure out my gadgets. And when I hit the line, my whole damn chest started vibrating. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, what the? Then on my screen,
was warning you were going over the line.
Exactly. And it freaked me out. My wife just laughing. She was like, okay. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. So they're already trying to put it in, man. 10 years from now, who knows what's going to happen. But the whole selfless, nah, I'll never be with that. I got to have control of whatever I'm driving. Yeah, I'm a control freak. I got to have it.
Be the future. Gonna take over everything. Fast food. There's gonna be no need for people to work fast food.
I mean, you can go into McDonald's now, and you can go to a kiosk to order your food.
Stores. You can go to Sam's Club and all those places right now and order.
Hey man, all you gotta do is order it from Amazon. Anything now. You want fast food? You order from Amazon.
They got Uber Eats, so
Uber Eats.
have to go. You know what they're doing?
That's all you gotta do. Just order it on Amazon.
They're shutting down human interaction. That's what they're doing. They're shutting it down, and everybody's saying, "I'm afraid of robots." You know, if some robots come, that's going to be kind of weird. It's already happening. You just don't even know it yet.
There's something really good. If you've ever seen The Matrix, it's from all the developers and engineers and illustrators for The Matrix. They made this thing called the Anti-Matrix.
Really?
Watch it. You'll be like, it is what you were just talking about. Fear of robots, fear of this, fear of that, fear of the other thing.
Yeah.
It's the Anti-Matrix.
I'm going to have to check that out.
I think it's going to be the next norm. I definitely think it's going to be the next norm because people want to line their pockets with more money. You know what I'm saying? So the cheapest way to do that is that if I can just pay $1 million for this robot, and I'm looking at what I pay out in a year through like employees, health benefits, and stuff like that. That's over $1 million.
No, they're talking about incorporating it into pensions. Not being a one lump sum, incorporating it into your pension. So with your pension comes a AI, robot, droid, whatever.
So like Detroit Become Human almost.
I like that. I like that game.
Ding.
You know what's going to happen? We're going to become part of the collective.
Why did that sound like it was in the movie somewhere?
We're going to be part of the collective. You know?
Oh man,
This is just
around like
Mountain
a bunch of zombies.
It's just Dew. Wait, where's
Yeah.
my? Oh,
I
promoting
don't.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Detroit Become Human. Have everybody played that already?
I've played some of it. It's a great game. It really is.
I think it's pretty awesome. It has a very funny undertone about it. Not funny, but it feels
An ironic humor.
Yes. It's like, damn, man.
Heart jerker, tear jerker.
How could a machine feel like they've been oppressed? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the thought of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's deep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Think of a machine feeling oppressed and then wanting to revolt against
that's
humans.
You know,
the scary part right there. That's what makes you want to say, I don't want no damn robot. You know what I mean?
Well, it's going to happen because you've seen the video of two robots. I think they had two. I think Google something. Oh, shut up, Google. They had two smart speakers talking to each other, right? And they had to shut them down because they was coding their own language. So it's inevitable, man. It is going to happen. It's not a matter of time. It's a matter of when.
I tell you what, if it happens, it's just the way that some of these writers, some of these award-winning writers write it up, and the way they envision it, it never comes out right. It always feels like it's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to start out okay, and then it's going to end up being a problem. Like just the thought of somebody having a robot working for them that they can have relations with, sex with, and all these things, like that's just scary to me. You know what I'm saying? Like people are literally having sex with robots that are just the thought of it. What is the show on? I think it's on Netflix. Black Mirror. Have y'all watched any of those episodes?
Deep thinking and inner reality.
I never heard of that.
Oh, please go watch some of those episodes, man. They got one where this woman husband dies and she brings a robot in, and it looks just like him, and the consciousness was shifted over to him. Oh man, it was crazy, bro. It was. I ain't gonna even tell you the story. You just need to. If you got Netflix, watch all the episodes. I mean, and not everything is great about Black Mirror, but for the most part, those guys made you think. It's almost like the Twilight Zone of our time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's some good writing. You know, it makes it's some food for thought for sure. You know, but yeah, I guess we're just talking about just things that are making us less active. And I guess somehow we got away from child obesity, but I guess it all kind of ties in. You know, I honestly feel like, if you put in the effort, you can definitely make it to where your kid doesn't get, junior diabetes. I think that's what they call it. If you just do the right things. Like my wife, for instance, I got high blood pressure. So when I started getting signs of it, she just changed everything about the way I diet was. And I'm not going to lie, it was like Luby's in the crib. You know what I'm saying? No flavor. You know what I'm saying? I was like, babe, this is okay. You made your point. But now, it's been 8 years and we don't really have salt in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people come over and they be like, man, y'all come over for dinner or whatever. They be like, yo, man, what is salt, fam? I'm like, we don't really use salt over here. It's like, how am I supposed to eat this? But like, healthy. You're healthy. That's what you got to think about. You know what I'm saying? Just put it down. But you can make that effort, conscious effort to be healthier. And that's for yourself and for your children. And so as far as letting child obesity take over your kid's life or your life, you do have a choice, just like with anything else we were talking about last week.
Well, I wanted to add one thing to Detroit Made Human.
Yeah.
If you guys have not played Beyond Two Souls all the way through, you need to do that one also. That
Quantum
was,
Dreams made that too, right?
yeah, they made both of them.
And Heavy Rain.
And
Also.
Heavy Rain.
Yeah,
Heavy Rain, I liked it. But
Heavy Rain
it
is
was
actually
kinda,
free this month on the PlayStation Network.
yeah, Heavy Rain's
Oh,
a
really?
little depressing though. It really is. Especially they have a lot of different endings, but the bad ending is just really depressing. But Beyond Two Souls is very, very good, just like Detroit Human made Human is.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, Beyond Two Souls is really good. Just to give you an idea and not to do any spoilers, you have a entity that this little girl controls, and I won't tell you the whole story behind the entity, but the entity can really protect, can guard, and it can do a lot of things. If you guys ever saw Firestarter,
Yeah.
where the little girl could start fires,
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
it's in that type of vein whereby she has this power to be able to control this entity in the same way. And it's really neat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out. That actress, she's familiar too.
Yeah, I mean, they did a really good job on all three of them.
That's Drew Barrymore or something like that.
Yeah, it was Drew Barrymore in Firestarter.
Yeah.
When she was a little girl.
I don't know how I missed this. I had planned on getting this.
Well, when you get a chance, after you're done with Detroit Made Human,
yeah,
try Beyond Two Souls because it is excellent. Some people don't like it, but I loved it, man. It just kept me riveted all the way through, especially when I was controlling. Especially when I was controlling the entity, that was really neat.
Yeah, I have to check that out because I have it, but I haven't played it.
Yeah, I think what got me away from it, I think maybe it had some mixed reviews on it or something.
Yeah, but I can tell you after playing it, you know, I want to play through it again because with Quantum Dream games, you always get different paths. But trust me, you start playing that, you're going to want to finish it. It's just that good.
Yeah, GameSpot gave it 9 out of 10. So
yeah, it was. I really enjoyed it. Not everybody is into that quick time type gaming.
Yeah,
and that's basically what all these games are, quick time events.
Yeah.
But they have incredible stories.
Yeah.
And you know, Beyond Two Souls, I really waited for that game because I really wanted it. And you know, it's basically a little girl that has been abused, and you know, she gets into these really tight situations, and she needs protection.
Yeah.
And this entity protects her.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go take a look.
Is that the one where she like runs into that? One of my friends was watching it. She like ran into some. It was like a noxious gas or some type of fluid, flammable stuff.
Well, they had a
caught on fire.
They had a preview that came on a few years ago, maybe a year or so before the game came out, where she was sitting down not saying anything. The sheriff walks into. She was in a jail, and the sheriff walks in and starts talking to her, and she won't talk to him. And he asks her all kinds of questions, and she's still not talking to him. I think he asked her if she wants something to drink or a cup, and she's still not talking to him. And then I believe something really happens. The FBI or CIA are trying to get into the building, and then everything goes haywire because at this point she starts using this force and pushing things, you know, like things flying everywhere. I mean, it's good. You guys, you will really like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out. It didn't come on PS4, so this is a PS3 game, right?
No, you can get it on PS4.
Yeah, it's on PS4.
Okay.
They did an upgrade. You can get it on PS4.
Oh, they did like a little remaster.
Remastered, HD remastered, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out.
And Mark is probably really cheap now too.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead on and do a digital download on that joint.
All right, don't forget to get Heavy Rain if you PS Plus member. They got that this month for free. Plus,
Ooh,
you
yeah,
can
I
still
saw
get Call of
that.
Duty Black
Yeah, I need
Ops
to.
3.
Yeah, I need to go check that out too.
Yeah, Heavy Rain
Heavy Rain.
is totally worth it. I enjoyed Heavy Rain too, even though Heavy Rain shows that it was really their first big effort, and they just got better as they got to when they got to Beyond Two Souls. It was much better, and Detroit Made Human is their best effort so far.
And see, I had already got it because I had pre-ordered Detroit Become Human, and that was a pre-order bonus that they
Right.
gave.
Or Beyond
So,
Two Souls.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I wish I would have not paid that. Would I paid it, I could have got that drink for free this month. But
Well, you pre-order games 4 years in advance, so
yeah.
no way you could-
Oh man, you
Is
should.
it Beyond Two Souls?
You
Is it
see my
Beyond Two
collections
Souls or
now.
Detroit Made Human coming out? I mean, is it Beyond Two Souls or Heavy Rain is coming out for free this month?
No, it's Heavy Rain.
Oh, okay.
I think Beyond Two Souls was free a couple months ago,
Yeah, I think
like
so.
2 months ago,
Yeah,
2 or 3.
that's what's up. What do y'all think about Sony and their crossplay stuff they were talking about? Not wanting to let Xbox and PlayStation 4 play together with Fortnite. This is gonna be a question for Cody.
Cody, yeah, I was about to say, Cody, you took the wheel of this one.
What you think about that, Cody? Especially since you got a little business you got popping off.
I mean, I don't really mind because it separates the communities. It gives the communities unity in itself.
Mm.
So I mean, not everybody wants to play with everybody and their sister on every other console or mobile or Nintendo Switch, or just think about it. Do you want to play with, or PC? Do you want to play sitting there playing with this? You want to play against somebody that's using keyboard or mouse?
Well,
Yeah.
you're going to clearly have
Okay,
an advantage on the PC side because it's a better accuracy when you're playing with
It's
a
the
keyboard and a
it's
mouse.
like the
I think the
song.
build
It's like the
mechanics-
rap song that came out. Look at the wrist. Literally, you can rotate so quick. You just flick your wrist. Everybody knows that. It's been established since CS:GO days.
Well, you can they can put a filter in the game where you can filter out interacting with people on other
It's just
consoles,
flicking.
so they don't have that type
is a
of
computer
advantage.
chip designed to emulate how the human brain thinks.
What the hell?
Sorry about that.
You over there, John?
IBM
Yeah, that's
successfully developed.
Sorry about that, guys.
Don't worry about it. So essentially, what you're saying, Cody, is that are you saying that they should separate the two, or they should keep everybody together?
I
Should
mean,
PC players play against PC players just to keep it at the same level?
well, I mean, the
Would it be
answer
disadvantage?
kind of like the answer Fred's question when it comes to like the business side of things. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think it's important for every community to have their own like separate community, to not be able, well, you can still interact with everybody else like through chat, at least on Fortnite, but just PS4 can't play with Xbox. I can play with PC players,
Yeah.
and a lot of good players have PC. So I mean, I don't mind that. I play with a lot of level 130s on PC, and I don't mind it.
So you think
Would I like to play with some Xbox players? Yeah, but all my friends have PS4 and Xbox, so it's like doesn't matter.
you being what is your level? Your level, Cody?
90.
I don't even know how the hell what it takes to get there. I don't really play the game, but I've seen.
260 days logged.
Damn. Wow. Do you think that PC players are better? And I'm not talking
Do
about.
I?
Yeah.
Yes. When it comes to a competitive standpoint on Fortnite and other games that have been taken seriously in the past for high potential rewards and gain, yes. Like PC is taken seriously.
Yeah. And is it because of
Console,
the controls or just because of the investment?
I think there's a lot of ways to approach it, but there's just more money and sponsorships behind
Oh,
PC.
okay. I see what you're saying.
But control wise, like it is so hard in Fortnite, at least it is so hard to build with this thing. Like
No, I
if you have
tried it. It's difficult.
to compete against somebody, you do it on a PC. Like I had the opportunity to do it like a week ago. It was so easy, like because you just flick that wrist, and next thing you know, you got 2 tiers around you, and you just
Yeah,
build up, and boom, you're 2, 3, 4 tiers above your enemy,
I
and you
see.
can just shoot down.
I see what
You
you.
have that height advantage. That's all. Like at least Fortnite, that's what that game is about. I don't know what Blackout, like the height advantage, or what's going to be, what that game is going to be all about, but
Yeah.
um I don't know
Well,
much about
I
that.
mean, I think that we should do in one of these round tables. We should talk about that about um, PC and console gamers.
Like people don't really take I'm going to be honest, they don't really take console gaming seriously. I just don't. I don't have the funds to go out and buy some benchmark, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
to play what I want to play at like its peak settings and stuff.
You
Yeah.
know,
I'm
the other problem lies in where you have PC gamers that
mhm,
don't have to pay to play with other players online, where you have
true.
console gamers that you need a subscription like
True.
Xbox or PlayStation Plus or now the
True.
Nintendo. So I
Yeah.
can see where that could get, like, gamers mad. But
No,
me,
that's not technically true, Fred. Some games require a subscription or a monthly fee
oh,
just
for
to
PC
access
games,
like to their servers. Yeah, they've changed it a lot.
oh,
Like
Well,
or just the initial payment of the game.
well, I can
Like
tell
I
you,
know what World of Warcraft, you have to pay an arm and a
of
leg to
course,
play
of
that
course. But
game.
I will say this though, Cody. Me being a primarily PC guy, I have every system, and I started with console, but PC. As far as from that standpoint, we're good. You got Warcraft, some other games. Yeah, those are like MMOs. Yeah, you got to pay for those. You're not gonna get away with that. But
Guild Wars.
yeah, yeah. But for as just normal shooters, never. And what I love about PC, if we just gonna go into it, I guess we could just delve into it
let me
because
let
this
me
is something that I've always wanted to talk about.
quiet.
Because
Let me comment on throw this out there because Quiet when it said something. He said
mhm,
Sony is right not to get involved. It was Xbox that started the fake console wars. Yeah, so that's what he said. So go ahead, Mark.
yeah, I've been having this conversation amongst my little community, my crew, whatever, about trying to get them to come over to PC because I believe that if you're going to take it to the next level when it comes to gaming, PC is where it's at for me. The reason why is because of what games can become over time. They're doing it now on consoles a little bit, updating them, doing this and that. But PC games, mods, and all the stuff that you get when you buy. I mean, you could pay $29 for a game, and the game can turn into a behemoth. After guys mod it and they just modify the game and make it a lot better. I
Like
love that part
Rust.
of it. Yeah, I mean, like for the last 5 years, I have transcended from consoles to PC almost fully. The only reason why I keep my PS4 and my Xbox is for sports games. Pretty
Well,
much, I don't. Go ahead.
let me
Yeah.
just jump in here for a second, Mark, because I have a pretty powerful PC and I love it.
Yeah.
And I game on the PC as well as the consoles. But I can tell you, this Xbox One X with the proper television, it's mind blowing as far as the graphic fidelity.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything with HDR and all that. It's mind blowing. It's almost photorealistic, whereby unless you have a HDR monitor and um, you know, 4K
A
monitor.
1080 or something.
Well,
Yeah.
mine is 1080,
Okay.
but it still does not with that 4K and the HDR.
Yeah.
It blow. I mean, right now the Xbox One X is blowing away what my PC can do, And I can tell you, my PC is beautiful. But on the other hand, you know, I just have to throw that out there. That Xbox One X graphically is a beast.
And I'm agree with you. I got the PS4 Pro. It's good. I saw the X that came out. I just can't put that money out there for it because they don't make enough games. No. My problem, I don't really worry about graphics, John.
And then when they do, it's not worth it.
Go ahead, Cody.
It's just my opinion. Oh no, I was just saying they don't like you said, they don't make enough games, and then when they do, like they can have like resolution, all this.
Yeah.
But if somebody wants that, they would go out and spend. I mean, you can buy a gaming laptop for. I saw them at Walmart for like.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
$400.
And my argument would be, me and graphics, I'm good. I've been gaming for so long that graphics are great. Don't get me wrong, and that's what it used to always be about. But I
play a cartoon game and I take it seriously. Like,
yeah, I think graphics is. I'm good. I think I kind of graduated from that. It was hard for me at first because being a console gamer, that's what you strived on. I want the best looking best looking, and that's what they sold us on. You know, come get this new system. It's got better graphics. It's got this, that. To me, that's what I feel like Xbox and them are doing. They're putting these processors in there and they're trying to up everything. HDR. I got the TV. I went and bought a Bravio. I know what you're talking about. I'm seeing this, but that ain't enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I want more games. That's what I want. And when I go to Steam, like Steam has a sale right now. I hope it's not over with because I need to buy some more games.
It's not over with.
All right. I just bought 5 games for $58.
But I'm going to give you a website that you guys are going to love. There are 2 of them. Fanatical. That's FANATICAL. And CD Keys.
I go to CD Keys.
Now, I've seen CD Keys. I've seen that.
Those websites, and you get Steam keys from there.
Yeah.
They're all Steam.
Yeah.
They are a lot of times half the price of Steam, even on sales.
I know. And GTA.com. That's where I go a lot. They got a lot of stuff going on.
G2A.
That's what I'm sorry. That's what I meant to say. I was about to say it again.
I'm going to check that one out. But you guys check out Fanatical and CD Keys. You'll be impressed.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on the Xbox One X Quest because
I tried to play PUBG on that thing and I looked like a straight up potato.
When I got the Xbox One X, you know, I got 2 of them because one of them we were supposed to give away on the show and the other one I was just going to keep for myself. So I had to. Nobody participated in the raffle, so I just wound up selling it to my man Juan at at cost.
Right.
But when I brought that, I had also invested in a 4K TV as well because I didn't have the TV to match up with the console. So when I brought it, I didn't want to see like upscale resolution or better resolution. But the whole thing was when they announced the Xbox One X, they announced.
My phone is dying, guys.
I just
switch over.
Log back in when you hit us up when you come back in. But the games that they announced, it wasn't really appetizing, or for me it wasn't enough for other people to go out and buy this. Now, Mike and I had brought one because we're video game reviewers, and that's something that we almost had to do. But the raindrops on Forza, I wasn't impressed by it. I can go get a glass of water and empty it and see raindrops on the glass itself. PUBG, which I think that was absolutely horrible. I mean, the textures look like you were playing on a 486 DX. That's how horrible they were when they first came out. And then Sea of Thieves. Now, Sea of Thieves is a bad, pretty good looking game, but to warrant that type of price for the Xbox One X, I want to see some games like Naughty Dog brings out to PlayStation.
Well, I can tell you, you've named a few of them, and I have to agree with you on those games. The graphic fidelity isn't that good, but if you look at Ghost Recon, which is one that you have, I believe you have it, don't you?
No, I have it on PlayStation 4.
If you look at Ghost Recon on the Xbox One X, it is unbelievable as far as the graphic fidelity and detail, the lighting. I mean, it's almost photorealistic. What else? Let me think for a minute. There are others. I mean, even Titanfall 2. These are all graphically enhanced. Even Titanfall 2 is incredible.
But see, that's the key thing that is been enhanced. I want something developed from the ground up that's exclusive on the Xbox, not something that's on multi-platforms. Because Ghost Recon, if you look at it, if you get it on PC, and both, I guess all three of us here have powerful enough PCs, right? I got a 1080. I don't have a Titan, but I have a 1080, and then I have an i7
we probably
processor.
all have 1080s. I have a 1080.
So we're
all looking at we at top P because we got VR, so we got to be ready to
so
go.
we can push the limits on that, so that's fine because I guess we have the affordability to get out there and get those components. But other people getting that stuff, especially with Microsoft warning that price of $500, I want something built from the ground up. Now, it's a damn shame that I think they backpedal a lot, because now with this new console that they're talking about, codenamed Scarlet, I think that slapped a lot of people in the face, because when they said that the Xbox One X was going to be their final system, I called bullshit right away, because I said, hey, look, you can't make this the last console because you're not going to be able to upgrade the GPU. You're not going to be able to upgrade the CPU. You're not going to be able to upgrade the RAM. And you can barely upgrade the storage inside of it unless you do external storage. So those are 4 components that you need if you're going to make this the last console. I would, if I wasn't into the streaming and all that other stuff, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have been like,
I definitely didn't buy it.
What warrants that? Because if they're saying that's the last console and then it did come out, I'm like, damn, okay, it looks just, I already have an S. I have the original Xbox One. What's really so different? There's no game built from the ground up that's exclusive that shows off that.
You said a mouthful right there. Is games. Xbox dropped the ball. Let me tell you something. I used to love Xbox. I still got it. I like Microsoft, but the Xbox, the regular Xbox, was magical.
Yeah.
I mean, can we all agree on that?
Oh,
I mean, the first time that I got into a room with other people chatting, where we had like 10 people, it was crazy. I was like, man, this is it. Then the 360 came out. 360 was unbelievable. All the games, bam, bam, bam. Every time you turned around, it was a new game. I have a whole palette of games. I got 200 games in the room in there. But when they came out with this new system,
addiction,
where in the hell was the games? That's what hurt me. I'm looking at PlayStation. PlayStation kept it real. We're not putting out a multimedia system that you need to put in the living room and worry about television. No, we're putting out a gaming system. That's why they sold 3 times more. And that's, don't quote me on those numbers. I'm just guessing. I know it was at least 2 times more units than Xbox sold. I'm not bought on what they're doing. I considered it because of the gaming show. I considered going to get one, but I didn't made up my mind, fellas. Yes, I'm doing a gaming channel on YouTube, but I'm not gonna get everything. I'm gonna get what I like. You know, no knock to you, Fred. I know you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I can't afford what you do. You know what I'm saying? It may look like I can, but I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife, but anyway, I'm just gonna give people my flavor. If you come to my channel and you wanna, be a subscriber and you want to be a visitor, you're gonna get me. You're gonna get what I like to do, and that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna start this sim racing Sunday, where I'm gonna be racing I like simulation games. That's kind of where I'm leaning. You know what I'm saying? I like that type of stuff. Don't get me wrong. I love the Marios and I love all that, and I play that stuff. I'm gonna do some Let's Plays of all that, but I'm not buying into what Microsoft is selling. I'm sorry. I didn't like the VCR they sold us. You know what I'm saying? The VHS. And then you try to sell me another one and you tell me it's better, but it's only a little bit better. And again, John, I'm with you, but I'm not as driven like I used to be. Even with the PC, I'm starting to find that graphics is not really the all end all tell all. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm just about quality. I want the game to run good.
They pulled a Nintendo thing, because when Nintendo came out with the Wii, they said, "Oh man, this is our flagship console." you know, this is gonna be the best thing since sliced bread. And then when all these other consoles came out, they was like, well, you know, we gonna put a U on it, and that's gonna be the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying?
And I still got that downstairs.
Don't get me wrong. I love Xbox. I love the Ouya. I still got the Ouya. You know what I'm saying? I brought the Ouya. I brought the Ouya, bro.
I don't even know what that is.
It was an Android.
That sounds like something in the years.
Yeah, it was an
Android
Android,
little micro gaming system.
What is that?
The Ouya.
Lord have mercy. You got every damn thing.
You don't worry about it. As soon as it came out,
flopped.
it flopped.
Flopped.
Very hard. But
wow.
That's how me and Quest and MBL became so close, man. Because if you look back on some of the Xbox 360 games, I swear on everything, man. Some of those games look better than what you're seeing now.
Yeah, true.
I did a review on MotoGP 2017, right?
I saw that.
Now, Quest, you and I both know we played MotoGP a lot. I think it was, what year was it?
It was probably like 2004 or 2005.
That was the best one.
Those were the best ones.
Tell me why MotoGP 2004 looks better than MotoGP 2017.
Didn't they change developers?
They put a lot of work and love into those early MotoGP games, and then they just went to crap.
Yeah, I think they changed developers or something happened.
Yeah.
Whatever they did, it was crap.
Damn game, man.
It's crap.
On top of that, when you go into an Xbox room and play those games, people were lively. They'd be talking, they'd be racing, and you know, it was. That's another thing that's happened over the years. This phenomenon of going into rooms and nobody talking.
Right.
You know, I remember when Xbox first came out. You go into a room, people were excited. They were talking to each other. They were playing. Yeah. You know, and then after a while in this competitive gaming situation, people stopped talking. You know, they just.
You know where those people live now? They live on PC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can develop a community a lot better with the PC platform. The whole. I'm gonna tell you something. One of the reasons why I want to do a gaming channel. To be honest with you, I don't play enough games. I wish I could, but I don't have the time.
Right.
But my thing was I wanted to get the old guys back into gaming. All of us guys, you know, 35 and up that are making excuses now. You know what I'm saying? Man, I can't play, you know, I got to do this, or the wife got to do this. My thing was to get everybody on Discord, get all that community back going, and get people to start playing games again. You know what I'm saying? But
well, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
I had a pretty big clan of guys that stayed together for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And but you know, life gets in the way sometimes.
Oh, it does.
And you know, even me, you know, I kind of fell to the wayside because of my hours of work. Yeah. And a lot of times, man, I just so wiped out when I came home. I didn't feel like getting behind a screen. You know, I had enough time to sit down with my wife and, you know, enjoy her for a little while. And before I knew it, I was knocked out, ready to go to work the next day.
We used to stay on until about 3-4 o'clock in the morning on Xbox 360.
Well, not only, I mean, we had a great time. I mean, we all enjoyed ourselves. The key to MBL was it wasn't competitive. It was experiences. It was enjoying everyone's company. It was social. And we may not have been the best gamers in the world, but we sure did enjoy each other, didn't we?
Yo, yes, we do. We met each other.
So it was love, man. I loved it. I miss them days. And you're right, John. It becomes a point to where, you know, it's too much. You know, you're like, man, I can't, you know. But I don't know, man. I mean, sometimes I feel like, you know, it's just some stuff you just got to enjoy. You just got to do. You just got to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, me and my wife, we do a few things. We go out, we have dinner, we do this and that and other. But the kids have gone to college. It's time to get back on the console. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's time to get back in the game. And my thing is, and what I was about to say earlier is, I'm trying to get guys to come to the PC world. I just can't get people to spend that much money.
What is your you're on Steam, right?
Yeah.
Hold on just for a minute. Let me get over there real quick.
All right.
Let me go ahead and get you on my friends list.
All right.
Yeah, and pass me that. Matter of fact, send that in that group text. Don't you already have it in the group text?
Yeah, let me shoot it right quick. I thought I put that. I may have not put my Steam on there. Hold on. Let me get my phone. Send it to y'all right quick.
Okay, if you could just tell it to me verbally, I'll go ahead and.
Yeah, it's Marcus Elbow, MARCUZ.
Okay, hold on just for a second. Let me add it.
And I gotta wait till I turn on my other PC to add you.
All right.
But still,
so you don't have a driving wheel though, do you, Fred?
Oh no, I got the Logitech Thrustmaster.
MARK, Mark.
No, it's MARCUZELBOW. And ELBOW. 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 Sure that's the one I'm using.
Okay, is that two separate words?
No, it's all together. Marcus Elbow.
Oh, it's Marcus Elbow.
Yeah, all one word.
Okay.
Yeah, the Thrustmaster T150 with the 3-pedal shift, and then I got the 6-gear shifter.
All right, cool.
MARCUSELB.
No, I'm sorry. No, Z. MARCUZELBOW.
You sent that in the group text?
Yeah, I sent it.
Yeah, there it is, Quest. Look at the phone.
Okay.
And I'll add you to Steam when I turn.
You don't have Oculus, do you, Mark?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm going to put you on there too.
All right, and I think it's the same gamer tag.
Send me that as well, Mark.
What, the Oculus?
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing.
Okay.
And I'm not on that PC. My other PC is in there. I think I put it as the same thing.
I can tell you, if you haven't been on Oculus lately,
I haven't.
Oculus Home, you can actually go into people's homes now.
I saw them talking about that. Yeah, they were talking about it.
And walk around and talk to them.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's incredible. On top of that, they've done room scale for Oculus Home now, so you can actually do room scale, smooth locomotion instead of the. You can do all that now.
Oh, okay.
Now, what about that game that you and I were playing, Quest?
Which one?
And the Oculus, the one that something where it was we were floating in the air and we were robots and we had the thrusters on
that was Echo Lone Echo Arena, but they've changed that too. It's called Echo VR now.
Oh, okay. And they have guns now, right? Lasers.
You can do Echo Combat, and it's neat.
Yeah, you definitely need to get on that.
Yeah, man. I mean, my goal is to try to build up the community again. Like you were saying, y'all had guys and we had guys. Those guys, unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're willing to invest in a PC. They don't really know. They don't know the joy that they can get out of playing some games, stuff that they've never played before. So I'm gonna try another tactic by going through the YouTube channel and trying to pull in people.
It's just my age. I think it's really the problem of the cost, because when you get into it, you know, your base ITX board or ATX board, you can get a gaming ITX board for under $100, and then your processor, your RAM, your video card, the case, the stock cooling system. All of that gets expensive, and then when they looking at that, they're looking at like maybe almost $2,500 just for that PC alone.
I think we can build something a little cheaper than that, but I see what you're saying, like building a real beast.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
because
not a super beast, but you know,
you would have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, in anything, in any venture that you want to do, you might as well just go ahead and go balls to the walls, because you're gonna regret it later on down the line. Because when you see that you can't keep up with everybody, and then when you start to get to, if you're already a gamer, and then you go ahead and you get something like an i3 processor, and you're trying to game with other people, you find out that your GTA is only giving like 25 FPS during your gameplay, and you're lagging all over the place.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's
Thanks,
up, Cole?
Marcus. It looks like you just accepted.
And
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it
Okay.
popped up on my screen.
I
I'm
think
going
that's
into Oculus now and do the same thing.
that's the thing.
Okay.
It'd be good to ask Cody that question, because I don't think you have a gaming rig, do you, Cody?
A who?
A gaming rig.
Oh no, I don't. No, I just got this laptop that I use for school.
All right.
So, how old
pose
you,
him the question, Mark.
I just turned 25.
Okay. So essentially what's holding you back from getting a PC is not want, it's you know, you can't afford it.
Yeah, like I'd have to drop like 5-6 bands for what I want.
Damn. You can't just throw 2100 or something. You want to get a monstrosity?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. See, that's
like,
what I was
baby,
saying.
Like this is my this would be like my prized possession.
Yeah. See, this
because I love computers, but I just if I'm gonna go all out, I'm gonna go all out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying.
There needs to be a company formed or out there, if there's not a company already out there, that assists with this problem, because there are a lot of people, there are a lot of gamers out there that want to PC game, but they can't afford the systems. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that if someone was to extend that credit, you know, PCs can be a little fickle. You know, people can tear them the hell up. They ain't like consoles where people could just, you know, slap them around. They'd be okay. PC is a little bit more, you know, I guess critical components. But what we were talking about, Cody, is we were talking about the reason why people are not. Don't get me wrong. I know the PC community is huge, but why can't we pull more people in to the PC world? And we know that console is just simple. You go to Walmart or you go to Best Buy, you buy a damn console, you get an extra stick, get a game, and get a subscription, and you're gaming. You know what I'm saying?
Well, personally, in my situation, the PC world has had me since my uncle has like put me on to like PC. Like the first video game I ever played. This is gonna sound crazy, and you guys are gonna be like, "What?"
Not to,
first video game,
especially not to Fred. Go ahead.
First video game I ever played, Call of Duty 2, PC. And it was on Windows 98 at my uncle's house.
Oh, geez.
Well, that's a killer ass game.
And that was a benchmark game for its time.
Yeah.
COD 2 was, I don't know, but it had a huge community.
Yeah.
And
on Windows 98?
I'm pretty sure that was 98.
98, damn.
This was an old school operating system, and there's no way XP wasn't around.
It was a 98. It probably wasn't in 98 because he's only 25. So,
hey, Mark, I can't find you on Oculus.
Okay, so you didn't see me on the Marcus elbow. It wasn't the same. Try S. Try Marcus elbow.
Okay,
but
it might be under there.
I've been on I've been in the PC community for a while. I mean, since I played RuneScape, but I would like to be a solid, you know what I mean? Like a solid member of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what other people would like to be that as well. And that's just, there's the funds issue. Consoles are so much cheaper.
Yeah.
Consoles are so much cheaper. And I've talked to a lot of people on PS4 about that. And they're oh man, if I had the money, like, you know, rent, and you know, a lot of them are like, it's different like life situations that they have to, but if they were, you know, probably in a better position or something in life, or you know, wasn't going to school or something like that, they could probably just drop thousands and have a monstrosity of a PC.
Yeah, the PC market is just too expensive. Right now.
It's no doubt in my mind.
That is one of my life goals, though. That is my bucket.
That was like my life goal. You can tell you young boy. Hey, I got 6, 7 nephews, right? Cody, all about your age, 25, 28, 32, right? And we have this thing in my house, and all my nephews know I'm stupid with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they come over here and I can't even be up here in my office and in my studio. I have to leave because they take it over. They're like, Uncle, you're a lunatic. Because I can actually have one guy sitting in this room with a wheel racing against my nephew in the other room. 2 PCs going. Yeah, I mean it gets stupid, right?
You can have the LAN parties.
Yeah, exactly, right. And then I got a laptop. So you're talking 3. At one time I had 4. So I had 2 Alienwares, 2 PCs built, and it was crazy, right? So but this is the thing though. My nephews were like, man, you know what, Unc, man, we just let. So I brought him in and I let him play Armor. I don't know if y'all played it. Armor 3 or Armor 2 or Armor 1, whatever.
Armor 3.
Yeah, and they were.
That's where H1 got their mechanics from, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Daisy, all of that. And they were blown away, not essentially by the graphics, right? It did look good, but the mechanics, once I really broke it down, because at first they were just like, yeah, it looks like Call of Duty. I said, wait a minute. Let me just break it down for you and show you really what this is. And that's what I love. That's what I was, essentially saying when we were talking about it with John, is that the complexity, the next level of gaming. And again, you got to understand that gaming level, though. I gave my Alien, I said I had 2. I gave one of my Alienwares to my youngest nephew. He's not my nephew. Essentially, he's my great nephew. And he came over here and he was like, yeah, I want one of those. I want it. So when his birthday came around, I just gave it to him, right? Do you know he doesn't play it?
I would
because
take it back.
He doesn't get the same enjoyment of picking it up and running. His thing was, I can't figure this out. I can't. So there is a level where if you're going to be a PC gamer, you got to know a little bit about computers.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
You do the basic mechanics at least.
You got to know the basics.
Basic keyboard, your basic keyboard function, your ASDF location, your arrows. You do. That is.
There's a little learning curve. I mean, he figured it out, but his frustration was the updates. Sometimes things didn't work the way he thought they supposed to work. He just wanted to turn it on and everything flowed. Then he didn't like the community because sometimes with PC gamers, they don't want to game with children. Guys are spending, like you say, $5,000 on a unit. They want to be in a community with people their age. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie with you. Guys, I've ran into that. Like there are some, and it's in Fortnite too. You will notice it. It's not primarily in the Battle Royale side of the game, but in the Save the World on PC as well as PS4. And I know the #1 Fortnite player in the world for Save the World. I'm not gonna say his name on here or promote him or anything, but he's an older male. He's 35, 36 years old, and he does not like playing with younger people. But he's they're.
And this is common in the PC world. I mean, common. Like I was in the military.
I don't mind it. Like I'm at the age where I'm not really I don't know if you hit a certain point and you're like, oh man, get off my lawn, like that point. But I don't know. I'm not really at that. People that I game with, they vary in so many different ages, ethnicities, overseas in the UK, Holland, Denmark, all over the place. It's just I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't mind it.
My days of booting up Xbox and playing with anybody, it's over. I hate to say that, but I don't feel comfortable playing with a 10-year-old. First of all, they're better because I can't see as good as I used to. So they kick my tail, and I'm like, God, how did he see that? You know what I'm saying? Because he got brand new eyes. That's how the hell he's seen it. But I'm gonna tell you, for us, Cody, and I hope I'm speaking for you guys. I'm not who I used to be. I used to be great. I'm not gonna throw no numbers out there, but I didn't lose a lot because I played a lot of video games and I love to win. I'm competitive as hell. But I started noticing the eyesight started failing at 38. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see the screen like I used to. Had to get the glasses. You think I like wearing these glasses? You know what I'm saying? I would like to just,
I have some too.
I see you.
And the arthritis
you still got young eyes, though.
The arthritis start getting in the fingers.
You know what I'm saying? You got 4 young eyes. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
And then the back started falling out.
Yeah, right. But listen, Cody. Let's just agree on this. Everybody wants to enjoy playing it. right?
Yeah.
I
It's
want to
entertainment.
enjoy. It's entertainment. I want to enjoy. I don't want to get my ass kicked every time I get on the game. Excuse my French. So what I love about PC is that you can control that community. You can control who you play with. You see what I'm saying?
But
You can't
see,
really do it on console like we used to.
yeah, okay, this is the problem with Fortnite. Yeah, I'm gonna cut straight to the cheese. Like, this is the problem with Fortnite. I have this buddy, right? Take this for example. His name is Volderon. Great player, amazing, like 1,400 wins. Takes the game seriously, like has an eBay, power levels accounts for people that don't want to, like, people pay him to get W's pretty much.
Wow.
Volderon always wants to play with me. I always feel so bad because I never want to play with him because I'm on PS4 and he's on PC. And, all my buddies are on PS4 9 times out of 10. Wants to play Battle Royale with me. Like, he's so good, but so is everybody on PC. And I'm sorry, but I want to have fun. I don't want to get my ass beat every single time. Like, I'm the type of guy that's playing Fortnite and BR, and I'm riding around, and I'm like, dude, like, come get this shopping cart, bro. Like, let's hop in and, like, ride it down this mountain. Like, I try to have fun and stuff. Like, I don't want to just, like, all right, go to this objective, kill this guy. Okay, go over here. Okay, that's our first W for the day. Okay, now let's get 10 more. I'm not, like, I like to have fun.
Yeah.
But Volderon just every time I play with Volderon, and my buddy Zach is like, bro, like, I'll play with you, man, but Volderon, bro, because we always get our ass beat. It's not fun.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna be real with you, right? When I went from console racing to PC racing, I bought my first Momo wheel. Paid like $99. I didn't really take it serious.
I remember those.
Yeah, right. You remember them? They used to sell them at Best Buy. You go run, grab you one, right? Had 2 pedals. It did have a clutch.
Yeah.
I jumped on PC. I jumped on GTR. I freaking loved it. But boy, let me tell you something. I got my ass kicked, right? I thought I was great. I had guys on Xbox telling me, man, you're good. You need to go on PC, bro. You're gonna be hot. Man, I went on PC, man. People were talking to me like, bro, get to the side of the road, man. You don't know what you're doing. So
it's like
I had to learn.
Ball game.
Yeah, I had to learn how to be serious. And since I'm older, I was a little older at the time. I enjoyed the seriousness of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I came from the backwards idiot because we played Toka and we used to play Toka, right? And then we would see who would go backwards and then try to run people over. I mean, we just had fun. It was fun. You know what I'm saying? It was called backwards idiot. We loved the hell out of it, right?
Back in my day, Call of Duty, Cops and Robbers. You put the riot shield on your back and you run around and you can only use a knife and nobody can use a gun. They can only use flashes.
Yeah.
And you just run around and somebody's got a knife you on the back. And whoever kills you becomes the cop or whatever.
So this is where I'm taking this. I believe at some point, as a gamer, seriousness can become fun. I don't know if you guys agree with this, but seriousness can become fun. And when I got into Arma 3, I went from Call of Duty, playing all those shooters to playing that. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was humbled because I thought I was pretty good. But these guys were running an outfit where you had to fill out an application to become a member of their team.
Clan tryouts.
There you go. And then when you became a member, you had to go through like a 3 weeks training course. And when I say serious, these guys you would literally walk in third person, sit down in a room, and the guy had a PowerPoint going. I couldn't believe it. But I was like, this is what I'm talking about. This is serious game, and I want to play this. But
I did that one time for RuneScape. The clan is still active, actually, and I talk to him to this day. It's called The Grind is Real. That's where I got the real from.
Yeah.
The real YDLC.
But honestly,
you've been in both worlds, right? So coming from a young player, it is being too serious a turnoff.
No, you know what, Mark? No. I think the number one,
because with seriousness,
the number one problem for us. I think the number one problem for guys that our age or group. Yeah. I'm talking about Quest, Mark, and myself. Married or an older girlfriend, right?
Mhm.
I think the problem is that the person that you're dating doesn't look at it as an enjoyment. They look at it as you're
I don't have
taking
that
all
problem.
this
Go ahead,
money.
Fred.
Where are you going with this, Fred?
I don't have that problem, Fred.
I'm not talking about for everybody. I'm just talking about
Okay.
for a few.
You know the chick that was texting me, Fred? She's better at killing zombies than I am.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
well,
but see that's the
I'm a-
generation. My wife
Yeah.
don't play.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
some.
that's
I'm gonna
what
say
I'm talking about.
some
I wish
females.
Older
did, but she
generation
don't.
women are not into games. most of
No,
them.
They
no,
not,
think
and
it's
they look
childish.
at it. They look at it as, oh, you want to take that $1,000 and you want to spend that on a video game, so they declassify that. You know what I'm saying? You want to spend $1,000 on that computer? They declassify that because if they don't have that same passion, then you run into that problem where, okay, I gotta please wifey, or she gonna get mad because I'm gonna take this $1,000 and put it on this computer, or I'm gonna just say,
definitely a problem.
I'm gonna just say fuck it, and she be mad. It's majority of married people.
You're
Well,
right.
you better not buy that $500 steering wheel. I can tell you that.
Shit, I spent what I spent. I spent $650. Go watch my unboxing.
But see, when you have somebody that supports your passion,
Yeah.
then you're cool with it. I'm just talking about the people that you are dating that look at it as, no, why are you spending money on that when we could be spending money on this? And it's probably favorable of them, because if you say that you taking $1,000 and you spending on that, some females, it's like $1,000. Okay, he's spending $1,000 on this. Okay, Gucci purse.
You can take me to get
This,
my hair
that,
done. You can
and-
take me to Chipotle.
You know
You
what
can
I'm
take me to
saying?
get my nails done. Man,
Let me tell you
I
something.
told
man.
we need food in the fridge.
Let me tell you something, bro. I'm with you on that, and I got partners that have got divorces because of this main thing. And my argument with that is always the same. I'm a grown ass man, and I'm a true hustler. You ain't got to worry about where my money going, because the money that I'm spending is the money that I got for set aside for me to do whatever the hell I want to do. If you driving your nice car, your bills paid, mortgage paid, kids good, because I'm not going. This could be a part of what we talked about last week. I'm not irresponsible, so I'm not gonna go spend $650 on the wheel and I got my car note due. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. But at the end of the day, nobody's gonna dictate how I move, and that's the problem. But now we're talking about relationships. You see what I'm saying?
This is a whole other topic. I can.
I just heard some bass and some voice here. Is there bass?
Yeah, that's that grown man right there.
Cody about to get into this one.
Cody over there, like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I would tell any young man your age, Cody, I've told this to my nephews and anybody. If a woman tries to dictate who you are, if she tries
She
to
does not care about you whatsoever. If she tries
and
to
that's
change
the first signs of
If
something
she
that's going to
can't-
grow into something worse.
She can't accept you for everything that she sees there, then and now, then she's not going to accept you in the future.
No, she's not.
Any other time.
And I
She's
think
not, because if you come in, if you meet me and you see me playing a video game, I'm playing.
This could
NBA
stem
2K.
into something very good. We could help a lot of men in the world right now. Let's do this.
You're right. If you're playing NBA 2K and your girlfriend, she feeling you,
Put down the controller, man.
She's
If
like,
she
yo,
says,
just
let's
put
go
that
on a
on.
walk. Let's go on a walk to the, on the trails or something. Put down that controller. It's
Listen.
okay to put down the mouse. It's okay to shut down.
there's a
But at the
balance.
same time, make sure your bills are paid.
Listen to me. There's a balance you have to strike. I've been with my wife for 25 years. I've been doing this equipment thing since she can remember. Matter of fact, when we met, I was 20. She was a little younger. I ain't gonna tell you that. But anyway, no, but when we met, she bought me. I was a DJ. A guy broke into my apartment, stole all my equipment. He stole my Nintendo, my TV, all that.
I've been
My
there.
wife went out and bought me a mixer, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, you went and bought me a mix? She was like, yeah, because we had went to a Guitar Center and looked at it, and she was just like, yeah, I just bought it because I know you was feeling bad about losing your stuff. So don't get me wrong. Sometimes you just got to have that right person.
That is a woman that truly loves you when she cares about you enough to where your likes and passions and hobbies and businesses become her.
And that's where I was going.
Wow.
I was going with this. if you're with somebody and you're young and you're with a woman that you're saying, okay, this is the one. If she doesn't support you now, she's never gonna support you. I'm sorry, it don't work that way. The signs are, the writing is on the wall.
It's
the
even
writing
like
is on the wall.
with MikeC.
Way.
With MikeC, he told me a story about how his wife had brought him an Xbox.
You have had this discussion,
360.
Fred.
Yeah,
remember?
Yeah.
I told you to ditch that. No, it wasn't. I didn't tell you. You were telling me that one story, and you ended up ditching that.
Yeah, I had to leave her. But it's like I look at it like this, right? But like MikeC, his wife had brought him a Xbox 360 or something like that because she knew that he was into video games. But I look at it like this: like if I'm with a chick that wants to get her hair done, toes done, fingernails done, and all this other stuff, I'm looking at it like this: if you're complaining about my hobby, I can go to you and say, okay, can you take that weave back to the weave shop and get credit for that? I can do that with that video game system.
Actually, you probably can nowadays, man.
I mean, if it got dandruff in it, it got lice in it, it got whatever in it, it got bed bugs in it, whatever. You can't take them funky nails back to the nail salon. You can't take them funky toenails.
Judge ain't saying nothing.
You can't take
Judge, like I was just waiting. I was just waiting until you guys got done because I'm gonna break it down for you real simple, like.
And it's just for me. I don't like dating females when they come off and they say your little show. That's when I shut down completely. And I was in a car with a female and we were on
my
our way
friends
back.
say that though.
And I think that's the night that I stopped messing with
My friends say that about
them.
me, Fred.
But those type of people that downgrade what you do, that little this, that little that, why you doing? Don't clock what the fuck I do. Worry about yourself.
Calm down.
Well,
if I'm not asking you for anything for a financial game, why the hell are you clocking what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? I get my games the way I get them, and I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about what you doing. I'm not worried about you going to the club and getting your nails done and all that other shit. And don't touch
ice cream.
Don't touch my hair. Or we go out to the pool and now I can't get my hair wet. Like damn, bitch, pull it out, wrap it up or something. You know what I'm saying? But it's like don't clock. Don't clock what I do.
Listen. I want to. Hey, hold on, Fred. Calm down. You having a meltdown. I want to go ahead and let John get on this one, but I will say this, and I know a lot of people that I know probably gonna watch this, and I'm trying to send people funnel them through the channel, Fred. So I know this person.
Okay, Fred, we're here for you.
I'm gonna bring this person up, but one of my buddies had the same problem, and the woman was. I hate to say this because he probably gonna get pissed off, but she was able to alter how he views himself and how he plays video games.
You told me about that. I think
I told you about that, and it's crazy because I didn't believe it was possible, but me and him had a long talk, and he said he finally admitted that by her saying it over and over again, you need to stop playing video games. That's childish. It's this, and this guy was going to college. He had 3 kids, raising them by himself, got his master's degree. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything that he had to do as a straight man and as a hustler, as a father. And this only thing he liked to do was play video games. That's what he liked to do. And she beat him down until he eventually stopped playing. And to this day, he no longer plays. And I talked to him and I said, man, I don't think no one could do that for me. I would literally have to lose my fingers. And I think after that, I'll be playing the little Nintendo joint. No smash at the.
No, they got that Xbox adaptive controller.
Yeah, the Xbox adaptive. You know what I'm saying? Because I love video games. So go ahead.
Who said it the best? Who said it the best, guys? I think it was Kanye. Who said it the best? There's 1,000 yous. There's only one of me.
There you go.
I'd be telling. I'm sorry. You
can't
take my video games. There's a
couple
things in life you can't take from me. That's music, video games, and sports. You're not taking that from me.
Go ahead and jump in there.
If you're trying to take that from me, then bye-bye.
I'm curious to hear what John take on this. John, could you please enlighten me, please?
I'm going to make this really short and sweet, and this is going to follow all 3 of you guys until you die. Trust me on this.
Uh-oh.
I'm ready for some wisdom right now.
The true meaning of love, and there's only one true meaning of love, And that true meaning is self-sacrifice. If you truly love someone, you're going to be willing to sacrifice yourself for that person or that thing or whatever it is. But it has to be retroactive also. The other person has to be in the same camp that you're in.
It has to go both ways.
It has to go both ways. But the true meaning of love is self-sacrifice. And the true meaning of evil is selfishness. Trust me on that. Everything that has gone wrong in this world that human beings touch is all about them.
Greed.
It's whatever it is. I've got to have it. I don't care about you. I don't care what you are, what you do. You know, it's all about me. So that's very simple. You want to find out if somebody really cares about you? See if they sacrifice themselves for you.
And I think it's like,
if you want to find out if somebody really doesn't care that much about you, see how.
Oh wait, hold on, I got a question. I got a really serious question right now.
Hold on, so before you say that, Cody. Hold on, let me call you right back.
Oh, this was so serious, man. I'm gonna forget it.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Cody.
Okay, so this girl, right? This may get a little, but I don't care. I'm sharing it. This girl, right? What if she? Okay, let's just say I was in a bad predicament. And I had nobody else to like get me out of this predicament. She drove like 30-something minutes, like out of her way, like woke up, like drank a Red Bull or something, picked me up just to get me out of that predicament. Does that mean that she cares about me?
I would say. And I mean, we don't have enough information.
Like John, is that self-sacrifice?
It is self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
For me,
but what I was about to say is that there are other. I made it very simplistic, but it's pretty much if you think of a baby that's just born. You know, a mother just gave birth, and she's in her right mind. She will sacrifice herself for that baby because she loves the baby so much. You know. That's the way that true love works. I mean, if you think about, I don't know how many Christians are here.
I want to chime in on that one, John, because won't true love work? Why would someone use that as a way of gauging your love for them? If I'm not hurting anyone and I'm having fun, and they have women that do this. I know where you're going, John. I know where you're going. But they got women that intentionally say, can't you just stop playing it for me? I mean,
no. Let me just say this, and I understand what you're saying there, Mark. But if a woman truly loves you, she's going to look at your passions, and she will sacrifice herself for your passions. She will.
Yeah. Now that's true. That's true love.
She will sacrifice herself for your passions, even though she may not agree with it, or even though she may want to do something else. If she truly loves you, that's where a lot of people get into trouble, because they're sacrificing themselves for the wrong person. That wrong person is like a black hole that sucks everything that they can possibly get into them. You know, you can have a person that truly loves someone, and then you can have another person in that relationship who's a black hole. The black hole sucks everything in it.
But
I think care about anybody or anything.
I think it's upon, like, if you're getting with a person, and to go back to what Cody was saying, to me, I don't think that would show love if a person drives 30 minutes away. Hey, I'm the type of dude that like, if I see something happening at work to my co-workers and they don't stand up for themselves, I'll stand up for them. You know what I'm saying? That don't necessarily mean that I love them. It's just that I wouldn't.
But that's not in
like
the context of that, though, Fred.
I don't want. Well, I'm talking. Okay, well, the female side of it, right?
That's a little boo thing. So that, you know what I'm saying?
No,
the female. Hold on, Chris.
If there's anybody that you really love, if you really love them, you're going to sacrifice yourself for them.
I think most people set up there. I think most people set themselves up, because I've learned now that it depends on where you meet that person, if that person indeed is going to be a part of your passion, right? So if you go out clubbing and you meet this chick at a club and you meet her at the bar and y'all tossing back drinks, and you have a conversation about video games or something like that, and she quickly passes that off, but then y'all decide to get into something, you know what I'm saying, anyway, then it's a good chance that she may not be into what you're doing. The only way that you can be concrete into finding somebody that's in the passion that you are into, unfortunately, like going to events that relate to what you're passionate about. If you go to Comic-Con, if you go
I know
to
where you're going with this, yeah.
like motorcycle shows.
But then there's some
stuff like
times
that.
where you just find people that share same likenesses, or if they don't,
and I think that's
then you rub off on each other.
I think that's very rare.
I know where Quest was talking. There, it's called a succubus. That's the term. It's a person. No, that is what it is, Mark. It's somebody that literally just takes and takes and takes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It
I know
sucks the life out of you. It makes you not want to do anything. It makes you see like just the negativity and everything.
That's the problem. That's the people that you have to.
Bad. You just
that's the people that you have to leave behind, because even with doing this type of work that we're doing now, with a couple of fellas doing live stream, and everybody got somebody either that they're dating, they're seeing, or they're married to. It takes a lot for your person that you're involved with to say, okay, I'm cool with you doing what you're doing. I'm cool with you going in there streaming and talking to the fellas, but give me my time. And that's something that I could work with. Okay, I'll give you your time. We'll spend our time together. We'll go out of town. We'll go out to dinner and stuff like that. I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of person that I am. But when it comes down for me doing what I love to do, if I'm turning that into a type of business so we can be on easy street someday, then don't downgrade what I'm doing. Don't think less of video games. You know what I'm saying? Try to see it from my perspective. Video games are not a child thing. I mean, I would say there are more adults playing video games because they can afford to get these systems, unless the kids are out there on the block selling drugs or whatever, and they're getting that money and they're able to go inside the Targets and Walmart and purchase it themselves. 9 times out of 10, the parents are getting these consoles. So if the parents don't get them, they don't have them. That's why I say it's more of the adults now than it was back in the day playing video game systems and PC games and stuff like that. But if you get with somebody that does not support that, I mean, you could tell that off the break. You know what I'm saying? It's best that it's nothing positive that's going to come out of it, and y'all going to constantly bump heads. Especially,
well, there's something that the Bible calls unequally yoked. And if two people do not have much in common, and sometimes people who don't have things in common can attract each other, but if you're constantly butting heads and you're constantly not understanding each other, that's going to be a real problem.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the whole thing. Like I said, I understand that after being in this world as long as I have been,
I'll be right back.
Simple words, self-sacrifice, is really the true meaning of love. It really is. And if you're willing to sacrifice yourself for someone else, or they're willing to sacrifice themselves for you, especially over a prolonged period of time, that person truly loves you.
Yep.
And I know, Mark, in your marriage after 25 years, you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, definitely.
Because your wife, I'm sure would lay in front of a truck for you.
And as me as well.
Right.
But you're talking right. I mean, it's all about dynamics.
Right.
I think that when two people know each other, they know their passions, and they're completely bought into the future. It's about the future. It's about growing together. I was telling a good friend of mine, he was telling me that him and his wife don't combine their finances. Not saying everybody should do that, but he was saying he doesn't know how much money she brings in. And I said, how can both of you guys, and I don't want to go off on a rant about finances, but we could talk about that for a very long time. But how can you both be traveling down the same road of growth if you don't really know what y'all contributing to the whole pot to get to where you're trying to go to? To me, That makes no sense. And that's the same thing if somebody don't see your goals or they don't understand your goals. Like, hey, I want to be a YouTuber. Let's just say you say, I want, I don't know, 5,000 subscribers. That's my goal. And that person's like, you're never going to get that. You need to quit that. You need to start doing this. How can that be a productive relationship if that person doesn't believe in you? You know what I'm saying? And that's where it starts to me.
They have to. And someone who truly cares for you will adapt to you. They just will.
Yeah.
And vice versa. If you truly care for someone, you'll adapt to them.
Yeah.
But life can be pretty simple if you just keep it simple.
Hey, that's about as simple as you can say it, Joe.
Yeah, if you can keep it simple, man, it can be. And you're absolutely right. I'm a finance guy, and people who have separate budgets in the house is a formula for failure.
No doubt.
It's a very.
But you got to be able to trust the other person.
Oh.
You can't have somebody you bringing money in, and they're bringing money in, and they're taking it out without telling you. That can't. That won't work.
I hope you're listening to all this, Cody.
Yeah, that's a very private thing, though. Like, in all generations and all ages, is money.
Oh yeah,
money's private. Like, so I could see that in relationships, but that's not going to make a very healthy. That's going to make a toxic relationship.
No, hey, remember this saying: no romance, no what is it? No finance without romance.
No, but that's like, to take it even one step further. That's one thing that's being killed off in today's society is romance, and the true definition of love and self-sacrifice and all of that is being killed off. It doesn't exist anymore. Like, I can't tell you a single like female or anything that I've ever been like on a date with or anything like that. Like, it's just like, that's dead. And then like,
you're still a little young, Cody. You got time.
You got a lot of. Hey, you 25. You got a ways to go, fam.
And we don't want you to think that we think that you're a kid, because you're not. You're a full-grown adult. But on the other hand,
young adult. That's what they call me.
Yeah, you have
a young whippersnapper.
You have a few years. You have a few years to gain some wisdom.
Yeah,
and you'll understand as time goes on.
Yeah, I got a nephew 3 years old, and you just got married, 5 kids. I'm like, boy, why?
That was supposed to be me. That was supposed to be me a couple years ago, actually, guys. Honestly, 2 years ago, I was supposed to get married. And it just didn't. I don't know. Who knows what the future holds, but it did not work out at the time being. But who knows?
Yeah.
What the future.
Everything works out. Hey, destiny is already written, bro. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Fred, you back with us, bro?
Oh, yeah, I'm back.
He's got a cold drink.
I see him over there. What you got?
Hey, Fred, hand that drink to me, man. Let me have a little bit of that. Thanks, buddy.
What that is, bro? That's that Coke 45. You on that drink?
I got some water.
Hey, hit that little button. That dun.
There you go.
You seen that?
Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah.
Oh, so the red, white, and blue Smirnoff.
Yeah.
Smirnoff in the game. That's what's up, man.
I think Fred's not feeling any pain right now.
I tell you my take on. I don't know if y'all talk about this, but the dating situation.
Well, you just went on a whole rant, like you was about to lose your damn mind.
All right.
I thought you would go blow a fuse, man.
Let me tell you.
Passion in that, boy.
Let me tell you about this dating situation. So I hooked up with this girl. This is the time that I was working at the home improvement store. I hooked up with this chick.
This is the one you told me about, bro. When we were playing Far Cry 5.
Yeah. I don't think anybody else had heard the story.
That multiplayer is pretty good. I'm going to cut you off, Fred. How's the multiplayer?
Oh, it's mad decent, and they're coming out with new zombie add-ons.
All right, I'm going to pick it up.
If they may have even come out with it already.
It's on sale at Best Buy right now. I'm picking up tomorrow. Go ahead, Fred. Sorry, sir.
How much is it on sale for?
I think it's $39.
Okay.
And then I get like a little discount. I got like my wife got like some type of
Little
points discount or something.
card thing you swipe and you get
Yeah,
points.
yeah, man. Like games that are like $60, you get them for like I want to say 48 or something like that. It's like $12 off.
She's in their
It's a little
gamers.
cool.
It's that rewards
She's in their
program.
gamers club.
Yeah. Best Buy. So man, yeah, I love that. So I'm gonna go pick that up, man, so we can get our gamer tag up. But go ahead on. I didn't mean to cut you out, Fred. Why?
So this chick, she lived in VA, and I'm in Maryland, right? So it's about like maybe a 20-minute ride, 20 to 30-minute ride. And the only thing that we had, you know what I'm saying, we had a lot of stuff in common, but we didn't really go out on dates because by the time I got off and I went to her house, there was only one thing to do. You get that and you go to sleep, wake up the next morning, you know what I'm saying, shower, go back to my house, relax a little bit, and then go back to work. So I think on Valentine's Day, we were dating for about like maybe 2 months. And then finally on Valentine's Day, we decided to go out on our first date. And every time I would come to this chick house, she would always be sauced up. I mean, wine was her drink. So she would already be tore up. So we go down Georgetown, right? I find this nice little dapper place down Georgetown, Washington, D.C. And it's dimly lit. It got the decorum with the little cutout hearts and confetti all over the floor. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right, we gonna do this, right? So we get in the joint and we all hugged up, we all kissing and all that other stuff. And we looked like newlyweds, you know what I'm saying? There was these two ladies that were sitting at the bar. We was at this table. They were sitting at the bar and you know, they was looking at us. They was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Just like, oh, look at them and all that other stuff. So she ordered 2 glasses of wine. The first glass of wine, she was basically done. The second glass of wine, it was like, okay, DUI status, all right? So we get up to go because I'm like, all right, she's sauced up. I'm feeling tipsy. Yeah, tonight's about to be a night, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Rick James, The Fire and Desire, the Tina Marie song comes on.
Yeah.
Right? So you know the intro to Fire and Desire where Rick James talk and she's saying everything that Rick James is saying. She's singing the song with him. And this is like a comedic dream because she was like, oh yeah, that's my shit and all, and she was doing this. So the looks from the ladies that were sitting at the bar turned from awe to, what the fuck is she doing? She was just so hammered, right? Yeah. And she sung all of Rick James' part. It comes to the part where Tina Marie starts to sing. I swear to God, they cut the music and they put on some house music. And I knew that was because of us. Because Tina Marie part was about to come up and then all you heard was and
hey, I was a DJ. I probably would have did it too.
It was already lit. The lights cut on and shit. And she was like, she was already hammered, man. I was like, oh my God, let's get the hell up out of here. So we walk out of the restaurant and then I noticed, see the fucking lights cut back off. I see the lights cut off. And where we parked at, we parked by this, by where the movie theater is and the waterfront is, and it's called Sequoia's. It's a restaurant down there. So it's a nice, real dapper place, other than the rats that congregate down there. So we're walking back to my car.
Okay.
We're walking back to my car.
You might see a damn rat run across.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're pretty sure to see Mickey running around there.
Yeah.
We walking back to the car, bro, and we passed this little water canal, and then in Georgetown, if people know the history, this is where they used to trade slaves at. And it was like they still have some of the buildings up there, and in the back of the buildings they have these small, tiny doors, and that's where they would bring slaves in. And we was walking past there, and she started to break down. She was like, "Oh, this is where they traded our people," and I'm like, "God, what the man?"
I was drinking.
She 2 glasses of wine, bro.
Damn,
so,
bro.
Long story short, we leave from Georgetown back to her house, and she gets out the car. She's like, "Oh, you gonna come back inside?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be in there." Waited for her to get inside the house, and I zoomed the hell out. I was like, I'm done. I didn't even want nothing by that time. I was like, fuck it, I just go home, man. I chalk it up, man. I spent all this money on this chick, and I already knew what I was getting into, and she was all sauced up. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I guess that story fits in this. Fits in this topic.
So the moral of the story is don't mess with a drunk chick.
Don't date that chick that's in Virginia.
And don't like date out of state. I've noticed that with a lot of my peers. It doesn't work. It doesn't seem like it works, at least. I mean, if you can't have that social interaction or like connection with somebody like every day,
man, trust me, I got 4 girls. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Because this whole dating and online and all that, it's got its own place. But yeah, man, I'm gonna have to get ready to check out of here in a minute. But I think we covered more than
yeah.
We covered
I had to change the topic.
Yeah,
I mean the title.
Yeah, you definitely gonna have to dice that up because we talked about some interesting things. So, did we lose John? Or we lost his feed?
The live feed.
Okay, we lost his feed. Okay.
I think you put something in microwave.
Sound like something going on over there. What you eating over there, bruh?
Some chicken wings. And
all right, damn.
I
hope that was boneless because you took that chicken wing to the dome.
Well, ain't no shame in my game. I'm amongst family. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna use my shirt to wipe my mouth. I don't care.
Yeah, I see you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my wife gonna have my food ready, and again, I don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, you don't know what it is. You not asking.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I ain't gonna ask. I know it ain't gonna have no salt on it, but I do know.
Got some leftover scrod.
Some leftover who?
Scrod. It's fish.
Oh, okay.
It's just like one like fish fillet. Whoa.
Oh, okay. You still live with your parents, huh?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did say you had the couch over there with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My grandma gave me this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I live by myself.
Awesome. That's what's up.
I mean, I can't. If I had my phone, if my phone wasn't dead, I could give you a tour.
That's what's up.
Got a Thomas Kincaid tapestry. Bunch of trophies. Bunch of my old trophies.
What you played?
I did cross country and track. I was a distance runner.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I mean, I don't really compete anymore. I just do like 5Ks and stuff.
Oh, okay. You run a lot still.
Yeah.
That's good. You're gonna live forever.
I don't know. It takes a toll on the joint.
Oh hell yeah. My knee is hurting right now. I started back playing basketball and thought I was ready to go again. I'm about 240, so
yeah, that's one thing. Always gotta stretch.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed recently. Just getting back into it. Stretching is very important.
Yeah, my knee jacked up, man. But we got to get on some. We gonna have to get on some games here, man. I got to get some multiplayer going. Fred, you're gonna have to set it up one of these days, man, so we can boot something up.
Well, I think everybody got PS4, right?
Yeah, everybody got that. I think you.
Been playing some KF2 lately, so not just Fortnite, like some Killing Floor.
Well, we could do some H1Z1 on Fortnite.
Yeah, I forgot about H1, man. We should play that together.
I think I don't think I have it on console. I think I got it on PC.
Oh, it's free. It's free on PlayStation.
Well, how's that WWE, man?
I played it at my friend's house on the 4th of July. It was fun.
It was fun. Fred was playing it the other day. You were streaming it, wasn't you, Fred?
Yeah.
It's creative.
It's pretty good, huh?
I'm not really into wrestling like I was like a couple of years ago. And I had my man Juan came over and he brought his little nephew. He wanted to play WWE. I thought we was gonna play something else, but he wanted to play that game, so I was like, all right, we can play that. But I haven't played it in maybe a couple of months after it came out.
Oh, okay.
One thing I wanted to tell you guys, Mark and Fred, you have Oculus's Rec Room has a battle royale now that's really neat.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
I've heard about.
And Rec Room is free.
I went looking for it,
Watching
but
Shroud
couldn't
play
find
that.
it. We need to schedule it some time to get on that. Are you streaming VR games, Fred?
I don't often.
Okay.
That would be a cool one to stream, and you guys would get some viewers on that one for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
It would just
I gotta
be
set mine up because mine ain't set up right.
I couldn't find your gamer tag either, Mark.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what's up with that. I'll hit you with it on the text here in a minute. I gotta go.
Yeah, you can. Mine is really easy. Quest MBL.
Okay.
You know, it's either Quest MBL together or Quest MBL _ Quest MBL without a space.
Okay. And that's you got that in the tag, right? In the
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got everybody but Mark. Is yours Elbow Media? And I got you on YouTube though.
Yeah, and my gamer tag is normally Marcus Elbow with a Z, so that's M. I put it in that text, the group text we were all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just check that. And my Steam, I don't know if you got Steam, but boys, my Xbox. I think I put my Xbox on here, my PlayStation on there. I got to give me another subscription to PlayStation. I had let it fall, but I'm gonna get it back because I don't like having 2 subscriptions because I don't really play that much.
Do you guys have Circle K's in Texas?
A couple of them. More. Well, yeah, we do, but not in Houston.
Bell stores.
What'd you say?
Do you have a Bell stores?
Bell, yeah, we got Bell. Maybe a few. They
have 3 months of PSN for like $14.99 there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I might have to go online and see what they got. But I ain't tripping though. I'll go ahead and just cop it. I ain't tripping. I need to have it. I ran it for a long time. I ran it for about 5 years, both of them, and I just wasn't paying enough, $100-some a year, and I wasn't utilizing it. But now since I'm trying to get back on it, I'm gonna go ahead and get it.
All right, so let me go ahead and end the stream, y'all. But just stick around after I end the stream because I got something else that I have to ask y'all after this is done. So. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and watching the stream, man. We touched base a lot of stuff today. Before we go, I want everybody just tell everybody where y'all can reach you at, your social media, your gamer tags or whatever. Start off with you, Mark.
Yeah, you can get me on YouTube at Elbow Media Studios. You can get me on Steam at Marcus Elbow. That's with a Z. MarCuzelbow. That's also the same for Xbox Live, but you got to change that to an S. That's MarCuselbow, and pretty much Elbow Media is on IG as well. So just look it up, and you'll definitely find it.
All right, go ahead, Quest.
You can reach me at on Xbox Quest space MBL. On PlayStation, it's Quest -MBL, and on Steam, it's Quest MBL.
Cody.
All social media platforms, the real YDOC, except Snapchat. Snapchat it's like Cody _YDOC, and then PSN. Well, yeah, PSN, the real YDOC. It's pretty much every social platform or whatever it's called. And then I'm on eBay as well. And my eBay account it's like real. This is going to be a mouthful. Real World Trade Incorporation. Like RWT Inc. So, yeah, if you want to check that out, I'm on there too. Hit me up.
All right, so thank y'all for watching, man. We're going to be back next Friday to chop it up about some various different topics. Don't worry about the title of the screen that's going to be on the screen because that may change. So thank y'all for watching, man, and I'll see y'all next Friday. Or I'll probably see y'all tomorrow because I'll probably do another stream. But y'all take care. Be easy. We out.